your video on. This is Labri 101. This is our second virtual Labri 101 class. If you're just hopping on, put your first and last name and who invited you in the comments. And we're gonna stop at an hour tonight. We might finish early, but I'm definitely not gonna go over. So if you've got a schedule to stick to, I respect that. I am gonna share my screen to get started, if I can find it. Preview, found it. All right, thumbs up. Can you guys see that okay? All right, hopefully you're in the right place. This is Labri 101. This is going to be a class on what is Labri. So very first off, let's just, do a little bit of housekeeping. So if you have a question, I want to hear it, please put it in the chat, raise your hand, unmute yourself, whatever you want to do. It's better to keep all the questions to the end just because I might answer it before you ask it. But I don't want anything to go unanswered. So please ask questions if you have them. If you can't find the chat, maybe you're on your phone or whatever, you can write it down and ask it later too. Please have your camera on if you feel comfortable and your mute on. If at any time I mute you, it's not personal, it's just background noise and I'm easily distracted. So feel free to unmute yourself if you want to say something. And if you have Labri products and you want to bring them where you're sitting so you can look at them, maybe put them in order. I've even seen people like write with Sharpie on their bottles as I go through the steps, whatever works for you. But we're gonna keep it pretty simple, pretty basic tonight. Show of hands real quick. Who has used Labri products before? Like who is currently using or has used? Okay. All right. Awesome. So if we have time, I'll go over like anti-aging products, some specialty products. I'll throw in some extra for you pros if we have time. I am giving a free hyaluronic acid serum to my personally invited customers. So if somebody else invited you here besides me, maybe talk to your friend and be like, hey, you didn't tell me there were freebies involved. Maybe they have something for you. But hyaluronic acid is basically baby skin in a bottle. That's like the best way I know to describe it. So hyaluronic acid holds its weight in moisture 1,000 times, which means it's the best water loving humectant that there is. That's why some people use it no matter what kind of skincare it is. But this is aloe and hyaluronic acid together, and it's a $62 product. So I'm giving away one of those tonight. And without further ado, I really just want to spend a few minutes getting to know each other. We'll kind of just do this popcorn style. So if you're an extrovert and you're like, yay, people, I want to talk, you can unmute yourself and just tell us your name, who invited you, and what do you currently use to wash your face. Any brave soul can go ahead and unmute and jump in.
Go. My name is Natalie. I am currently using Labri, the combination trio, and I've been using it for, I don't know, Melissa, what, maybe about 3 years?
You were one of my first customers, yeah.
And I love it.
Do you remember what you were using before, Natalie?
I really can't remember. I mean, probably something that I want to say maybe Clinique.
Okay, yep, that's a pretty popular one. Awesome. Natalie, do you want to pick on somebody and call on them, or does somebody want to volunteer? You can raise your hand if you want.
Okay, I'm going to ask.
Oh, Laura's turn. Sorry, Natalie.
Yeah, that's me. So, hi, Melissa. So, I've been using Labri for about 30 days now. And I have to tell you, I was usually using just my regular Dove soap to wash my face. And then I just have a regimen of my moisturizer in the morning and my moisturizer in the evening, which was just oil of Olay. But I have to tell you, I have been breaking out lately. So I have a pimple here and I just popped up one right here. And now
the good old chin blemish.
I don't get I've never had acne problems ever.
Yeah.
And I do notice when I do change my product over to something else, I start breaking out. And once I go back to just my regular Dove and my little oil of Olay, I don't break out.
Yeah, I would love to teach on that more. So if you can wait and hold on to it, I'm going to address that. I'm going to address pH, and I'm going to address skin as an organ and suppression. So if you can just, I'm glad you brought that up because I am going to go over that. You are not alone. Anybody else had a chin blemish ever? Nobody? Nobody's raising their hand? Who's had a chin blemish? Okay, there we go. Okay, I had to expand my screen. Okay, I was gonna say, Laura and I are not the only ones. I also am gonna teach to the fact that acne, as much as we love to call it the same thing as a blemish, completely different. One pimple at a time, not acne. But we are gonna go over what happens when you switch, what happens when you move from one thing to the other. Thank you for sharing all that, Laura. Do you want to pick on the next victim, guest, or do you want somebody to raise their hand and unmute?
Okay, Regina.
Oh, she wasn't paying attention.
I know, but Regina's your mom is so fabulous.
Okay, so obviously I use everything Labri, and funny story today, I was cleaning out my drawer where there was makeup and I found some other products that weren't Labri, some old makeup in there, and it was hard to throw it out. But I know, I actually set it to the side and I left it there for a minute, a little longer than a minute. But my skin is problematic and I have to be super careful because I have eczema and rosacea. And when I eat poorly, my skin reminds me I'm eating poorly. So I've been suffering with rosacea along the sides here. And so then what I do is I just hold back on the freshener and I chill out on using all the products because I have all of them. And I just go back to the basics.
Switch from, Mom? Tell everybody, what'd you switch from?
So Arbonne was the main product that I used for 12 years, but I would say in the last year before Labri, I was using everything. What I got at the doctor.
Kind of hodgepodging.
Yeah, everything full of chemicals, very expensive, down to cheap CVS, Nordstrom's. I had to look one of everything.
When you can't find what you want, you kind of have to go through everything. And we're going to talk a lot about switching and why Labri is different. Mom, will you pick the next person, or does somebody want to raise their hand? Oh, Desiree is raising her hand.
Okay, good, because I couldn't see.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi, I kind of switch between seasons. So in the summer, I'm using my oil control, and in like the spring and fall, I use the deep pore, and then in winter I use normal.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So, and that was it was really helpful, like how the skin advisor like always pops up, because I was like, man, my skin's feeling, different. So I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this out again. So I've been using Labri for 2 years now. But the skincare wasn't actually my first product I used. It was the shampoo and conditioner, because I have alopecia, and I had like 3 large bald spots about this big, smooth as a newborn baby's bottom. And I really think that the shampoo and conditioner helped. Before I was using the Labri skincare, I was using Rodan & Fields, which I was also a consultant of just to get the discount. And it was good, but it wasn't like Labri good. And it was also, Labri is also like a quarter of the price, and it lasts twice as long.
Yeah, there's a lot of differences there. And then before that, you were using.
Before that, I think I was just using Claricel, like the one with the exfoliating beads.
Oh yeah,
because I've been a consultant for Arbonne, but I didn't use any of the skincare stuff. And I also did Senegence lip scents, and I didn't use any of their skin stuff. But with Labri, this has been the first time that I never put like makeup on my face.
Background noise, and I have no idea where it's coming from. Oh, found it.
Okay,
I can hear you. Told you. Didn't hear anything you said. I'm easily distracted.
Oh, So I've also been a consultant for Senegence and Arbonne, and I never used their skincare
Mm.
because I was actually using Labri at the time.
Oh,
But
that's right.
I was like, this is pretty great, and it uses aloe, which I grew up with. Um, and but I never used their skincare. And with Labri, it's the first time that I never had to wear any face makeup. I use like eyeshadows and eyeliner, but I don't wear any face makeup ever.
That's so liberating. I have nothing on right now too. It's such a good
Saves money.
saves money. Well, and time. I don't know about you guys, but like it takes time to sit down and put makeup on. And when you feel like you can't even go outside to get the mail without a full face of makeup, it makes a difference in your life. So for anybody that doesn't know, this call is a combination of consultants, customers, some consultants, like my mom and I, Regina, we've been consultants for 3-4 years. And then there's other consultants that had just joined. So everybody's on a different part of their Labri journey. But what I really want to talk about, if you guys are okay with moving forward, is what makes Labri different. So can you guys still see my screen okay? Yeah. Okay. So Labri is very different than these other brands. You know, we mentioned Rodan and Fields, Arbonne, Clinique, Clearasil. You can name any brand and their very first ingredient is water. So if you look on the back of the bottle and you look to read the ingredients, it'll say aqua/water. And then you might see ingredients like something sulfate, something paraben, and the rest of the ingredient, you might see dyes, you might see alcohols, not in Labri, but in these other products. And nobody ever taught us, definitely not in school. Maybe our parents taught us if they were savvy to this, but the skincare market is riddled with toxins, and our skin is our largest organ. So our body washes, our shampoos, our hand soap, deodorant, everything that we're putting on our skin is being absorbed and going into our bloodstream and ultimately affecting our body. So what makes Labri different is their first ingredient is not water, it's aloe vera barbadensis Miller. It's the most medicinal species of aloe, which means out of all 200 different kinds of aloe, it's the most healing of all the aloe plants. If you have an aloe plant at home, it's probably not barbadensis Miller, it's probably a different species, because aloe vera barbadensis Miller grows to be about 4 or more feet tall and its leaves are huge. And Labri doesn't just put the whole leaf through a machine. They actually hand fillet it. So they cut the top off, they drain out the sticky sap, which is what makes it yellowish. And that's the sap that protects it from bugs and other animals. They don't want to eat that. They take that gel, they cold press it. Has anybody ever had a cold pressed juice from like a grocery store or a juice bar, cold pressed juice? It's the only way to preserve something without additives. It's why we have a refrigerator. It's why we have a freezer. So did I press record? Yes, I did. Sorry, I had a moment there. Labri uses the best of the best aloe gel. It's actually a pharmaceutical grade aloe, so it's tested for purity and safety. It's not a cosmetic grade. And this aloe is the first ingredient. There's also no sulfates, no parabens, no artificial dyes, no artificial fragrances. Our products are hydrophilic, which means they're water loving. Our skin needs water. Actually, 70% of our moisture is lost every day. It's one of the reasons I'm going to tell you guys to make sure you're using your products twice a day. These products are full of vitamins and herbs and plant extracts, no drying alcohols, and they're food grade preservatives. So if your pets or your children or both end up getting into these products, you don't need to call poison control. You might be bummed because you have to refill them faster than 6 months, but they're safe. You can use them on newborns. You can use them on, no matter the gender, the age, Labri is safe. So we don't have a teenage line, a baby line, a men's line. We have men scents and we have baby scents, but the entire Labri catalog, minus 2 products, can be used on anybody, anywhere. And if you're wondering what those 2 products to look out for, it's Clear Away and Super Aloe. And it's just because They have, one has wintergreen and one has salicylic acid, that you just want to make sure nobody's overusing those products. No heavy waxes, no oils. I've got a cool oil demonstration for you guys. And these are not trace amounts of ingredients. No, everything you read on the back of a Labri bottle serves a purpose. There's no fillers, there's none of that. Does anybody have a question on the ingredients or the science behind what makes Labri different? You can always put stuff in the chat and I'll keep an eye on it and try to answer it every now and then. Adrian said, what shocks me is when you see commercials on TV that say dermatologist approved, it's full of chemicals. Why would you approve and recommend that? Does anybody want to guess why? I know.
Because they get paid for it.
Because they get paid. Yeah, they get paid. I mean, it's the same thing with a prescription or a vaccine. It's the same thing with skincare. Doctors get paid to sell certain products. And unfortunately, skincare is one of them that's not very regulated. And some of these doctors, and not dermatologists, you know, they go to school for this, but even some doctors are said, if somebody says eczema, recommend this. If somebody says psoriasis, recommend this. Or you diagnose those skin conditions. I myself have every skin condition known to mankind. I'm autoimmune, which means my body has run out of things to attack, so now it's attacking itself. Super fun. Anybody else autoimmune? It's really common nowadays. Yeah, there's several people on this call. So basically, our skin is our largest organ. If something is going on wrong internally, it shows through our skin. So rosacea, eczema, psoriasis of the scalp, really, really common nowadays because our food's full of toxins, our skincare is full of toxins, our environment's full of toxins, and the body has run out of stuff to attack. So now it's attacking itself because it's like overloaded with toxins. And that can be a very overwhelming piece of information if you've never heard that before. So just know that you don't have to, you know, go toxin free overnight. Start with your skincare, start with clean water, start with clean food, and learn it one piece at a time. But for me, 4.5 years ago, my aunt gave me Labri samples and she said, it's aloe and it works and it's free. And she gave me one of everything: shampoo, conditioner, body wash, body butter, all the skincare products. I took them home very hesitant, like everything else hasn't worked. My mom sold Arbonne for years and years, and I tried everything, the high price stuff, the low price stuff. And at the time I was only washing my face. I actually wasn't washing my face. I was going to bed with my makeup on, and then I was waking up in the morning, taking my residual makeup off with a MAC makeup wipe, which if you guys know about those, they're very expensive. They're like $50 makeup wipes. And then I'd put more makeup on, and I'd put green color correcting foundation, concealer. My skin was hot, tight, itchy, red. It was so inflamed. And when my aunt gave me these samples, I took them home. I tried them one time, similar to Desiree. I tried the shampoo and conditioner first, and I'm like, oh my God, it doesn't burn, it doesn't sting, it doesn't itch. Then I tried the facial products. My skin feels great. The redness is going down, like, and I feel like I'm yelling because I get so excited about this. But the next day I went to my aunt's house and I'm like, well, I'm hooked and I need one of everything. So tell me what my options are. And she's like, well, you know, this is that and this is this. She said, or you can sign up for a starter kit, which is, you know, 11 products for $99. And I said, well, I need one of everything, so give me that. And that's how my Labri story started. And now my husband uses it. Both of my children have never had anything on their skin except Labri. Well, they've had essential oils, but my daughter will be 4, my son will be 1, and they are pure Labri babies. This stuff is trustworthy, it's safe, and what my husband loves, it's affordable. We are saving so much money by switching the whole family over to this. So what we're going to go over tonight is the 5-piece basic step. And if we have time and we have questions, we'll go over additional products and I can do some personalized recommendations for you guys. But the steps are really quick and easy. So it's cleanser, freshener, moisturizer, eye gel, and facial peel. And I'm actually going to save the best for last and just kind of demo these products and talk through them, best practices. You can't use them wrong, but you can definitely use them optimally, so to the best of their ability. What I want to tell you about the cleanser.
Melissa,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
can you overuse them? Because I switch off every single day. So I'll use my mask one day, I'll use the peel another day, I'll use the clay then another day,
Yeah.
and then I will use, because I'm so obsessed with my face anyway, because I've always done regimen, even though I've used just regular soap and moisturizer, ladies, I do it every day, twice a day.
Yeah. Are you going to have adverse effects from overusing them? No.
Yes.
No. If your skin is overworked, you'll be able to tell. It will feel tight or you'll see redness, and that is from just either over exfoliating or overworking it. And if that happens, you just moisturize and leave a couple more days in between the masks. But I know a lot of people that they've got like a mask per day and they take like 1 or 2 days off a week, but that's it. Listen to your skin, and especially since you're new, just keep checking in with mom, Regina, and just keep letting her know what's going on, and she'll be able to tweak it day by day for you. Keep an eye on
It
it.
needs to be put on rations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's a good point. You are going to use these twice a day. These bottles will last 6 months if you use them in the suggested amount. So we do sell pumps if you need a pump.
She's pouring it over her head, all of it.
You know, for my students, I used to put on pumps for like hand soaps and then put a rubber band around the pump so you couldn't even push the pump all the way down. I mean, if you need to do that for Laura, there's no judgment. We want
okay,
your
you
product.
know the eye gel? I have already gone through the entire eye gel.
I
Because I
believe it.
use it under my eyes, I use it
I
here,
believe it.
I use it on my
Everywhere.
chest. I
I
love
believe
how
it.
cooling it is.
It's very cooling. So for everyone, including Laura, this is how much cleanser you need for your entire face. This is a pea size amount. But what I really want to tell you is that they're water soluble, which means you have to use ample amounts of water. This is a spray bottle of water. I'll grab my unlabeled one. So just in the sink or in the shower, lots and lots of water. And then I have to use these fingers because I've got a boo-boo. But it's not going to suds up or foam. It's not going to get bubbly. None of that's going to happen. But what is going to happen is it's going to slightly alter pH so that the bacteria, the makeup, the debris is loosened from this acid mantle, which is the protective layer of our skin, acid mantle. And then you just rinse with water and it's good to go. However, Labri does not have any sulfates. Sulfates are what most companies used to degrease or to remove debris. Labri has fresheners. So whether you're dry or oily, these products might be different colors, but you use them in the same steps. So cleanser first and then always follow with the freshener. You can spray it straight on your face, or you can spray it onto a cotton pad, cotton ball, washcloth, whatever you'd like to use. Be generous, 10 to 15 sprays. I'm spraying it down here so it doesn't get on the screen. But you're gonna wipe in an upward, outward motion. So we're not helping gravity, right? So upward, outward motion, get in your nose creases a little bit. You can wipe over your eyes, mascara, eye makeup, get all the way up to your hairline, under your chin if you're, wearing lots of makeup. And then there's actually gonna be, you'll see that the junk that your cleanser loosened if you didn't get it all rinsed off with the water. Any questions about step 1 and step 2? This actually would be a really good time to talk about pH. So
Can you turn screen share off so we can see you big?
Oh,
Because you were
yeah.
little the whole time.
Sure. Yeah, you don't need to see those pictures. Is that better?
Yes, thank you.
All right, and I'll do speaker view so the recording will have me too. So the pH will be slightly disrupted so that it can release and get those debris off. I don't know why it's only showing Brandy. I'm not mad. I would love to just look at Brandy, but I guess you can't see me. And then the freshener balances the pH that this one slightly disrupts. So when you're switching from a different brand, you are switching pH. So most products, what is their first ingredient? Does anybody remember? Water. I see all your mouths. Water.
Water.
Water. Water is on the pH side of the scale that's alkaline. Our skin is on the other side of the pH scale. Our skin is acidic. Labri products are acidic. And when I first heard that, I'm like, oh, acid's bad. No, no, no. It's just a term to describe the pH scale. So Labri is on the same pH as our tears, our skin. So if you're experiencing a blemish, it could very well be that your pH is being corrected quickly and your skin is flushing. Flushing is not the same as a blemish. Flushing is toxins leaving the skin. They won't last very long and they'll heal very quickly. And the reason I say it's likely that that's what it is, our skin, if you guys remember I said this, our skin is our largest organ, and there could be other stuff going on. Our chin area, for example, our chin area is hormones. Sugar is a hormone disruptor. So if you've eaten any kind of sugar in the last 24 to 48 hours and you have a blemish, what'd you eat? It might have been sugar, it might have been wine, it might have been a hormone disruptor, and the toxins are trying to leave your skin. So our skin is an excretory organ that excretes toxins. The magic of Labri is it's going to help remove those toxins safely and effectively so that it's not reoccurring. So if you are having active breakouts and you're using Labri, we have to look at diet and other lifestyles. Right on the back of the bottle, it says non-comedogenic, and it's in microscopic lettering, so I can't find it. Non-comedogenic means it can't clog your pores. Like it's tested to, it can't cause a breakout. Yeah, Mom?
So many people may not know this, but the areas on our face tell us what's going on in our body, where we have the acne. So when you have acne here, it's hormonal. If you have acne here, it's maybe your liver. If you have acne here, and all acne, pimples, blemish, inflammation, they're all different.
Mm-hmm.
So when we just generalize, we call everything acne. It might just be inflamed
It
skin.
might just be inflamed skin, yeah.
That's
so
not a
there's
pimple
red,
with a blocked.
right, there's red blemishes, white blemishes, and black looking blemishes. Clogged pores or toxins releasing, and inflammation. And inflammation can be you were touching your face and you've irritated it, or you've altered pH too quickly. You know, it's hard to say this is the reason for everybody because it's different every time. But Laura, if it keeps happening, loop me in with Mom and we'll figure it out. Like if it keeps happening,
M&Ms.
Yeah.
Just gonna say M&Ms.
Oh,
No
you had M&Ms?
I haven't had any M&Ms.
For how
No,
many
no, no.
days?
No, it's been a while, honey. I
Okay.
haven't. I had freaking potato chips last night with sour cream when we were on our wine call.
Ooh, dairy.
Yeah, but
Dairy's
have
also
never-
a hormone disruptor.
but it's so funny because
Oh, that's what I was
don't-
going to talk about, suppression. So the products you were using before
Yes.
have suppressing oils and waxes, so you couldn't excrete waste through the skin effectively. Does that make sense?
Yes,
So,
that totally makes sense. Yeah, because you're
Yes.
putting wax in, then it's not gonna.
it's
It's gonna
suppressing
clog
it.
the pore. Yes.
Yeah, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like if we're taking a diet supplement and we're not gaining weight, and then all of a sudden we stop taking the diet supplement, but we start eating clean and we start taking care of ourselves, we might end up gaining weight at first because we're no longer taking that weight suppressing supplement. And a lot of skincare works this way, and it's because of the ingredients.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. I promise this wasn't going to take long. So the third step to your routine is your moisturizer. So we've cleansed, we've pH balanced. This is not a toner, so don't leave it on. Wipe it off just like I showed you. And now your pores are open. They're ready to receive a moisturizer. And this is the difference between a Labri moisturizer and everything else, almost everything else on the market. So these are prunes. I don't know if you can see that. This darker one, that's a prune in aloe. And this, I'm trying to not get the glare, that's a prune in oil. And if you guys want to unmute yourself or even put it in the chat, tell me some adjectives to describe these prunes. Let's describe this one first. Can you see him in there?
Rich and plump and juicy.
Hydrated.
Yeah. All right, how about this one?
Dead.
Oh, that one's shriveled up.
Saladito, wrinkled.
Yeah. So the
Look
main
at me.
difference is this is plump, it's brighter, it's smoother, it's hydrated from the inside out. This one is darker and shriveled and textured, and this is not hydrated. So there's been a lot of information out there that says oil's great for your skin, coconut oil, avocado oil, argan oil, like name an oil. Oil is a lubricant. Oil can't get past the acid mantle. It's molecularly too large. It can't get absorbed. So this is why massage therapists use oil, because it creates a soothing, lubricated surface on top. It's good if you want to create a barrier, but it's not good if you want to hydrate, because the skin has several layers. And if you're just closing it up on top, you're not actually hydrating what's underneath. So aloe binds to water. It's like the delivery man for Amazon, and delivers the hydration, delivers the ingredients down into the skin. And I'm going to show you something really cool. Hopefully you can see this since we're on camera. This is just my water again. And here's my arm. Let me try not to get it on my computer. Can you guys see that? They're like droplets on my arm. They're like bubbled up on top.
Yes.
Okay. So our skin is water resistant. It's why we have to use a towel after the shower. It's why we drip when we walk out of the pool. Our skin is water resistant. Labri binds to the water and pulls the aloe in and the water in. Where's my moisturizer? Here it is. So now this goes for any of Labri's moisturizers, the body butters, the oil-free, the aloe jelly, all of the moisturizers. So there's my gentle moisture lotion, and there's my water. Can't even see. Do you see how it's flat and absorbing?
Yeah.
It's not beaded up.
Because it's binding to the water.
That's really
So
cool.
cool. So this is why Labri works better. I have a friend who skydives, and he's like, Melissa, this has changed my life, because he has a skin condition and has very, very dry skin. And he said, I can skydive and be hydrated without like being worried my hands are going to be greasy. A lot of people say that the moisturizers pass the yoga mat test, so there's no slipping and sliding on the yoga mat because it's not sitting on top. It doesn't have oil. There's no oils, no waxes. So it's actually hydrating and not lubricating and sitting on top.
What's great is when you actually hydrate, Melissa, right, the lower levels of the skin, it's plumping up your skin, therefore reducing the aging. Well, before, when we would use the other products with oil in them, it was just kind of like greasing the top layer, and it was just aging underneath. It wasn't actually getting any repair. It was just staying lubricated. So we thought we were hydrated.
Yeah. So the collagen, all of the skin cell renewal, that all happens in the subcutaneous. You guys are going to leave here with all these fancy words. Subcutaneous layers of skin, which just means the lower levels of skin. And if you're not delivering any vitamins and minerals to the lower layers, you're not helping with any of that collagen and new skin cell production. This is a trio. You're going to use this trio twice a day because your skin is an organ. Your bladder is an organ. Your stomach is an organ. We don't go to the bathroom once a day. We don't eat once a day. We don't wash our face once a day. We wash our face
Twice a day. Twice.
Good job.
That's
You
Laura,
guys
4
are
times.
awesome. Twice a day. There's one other product I want you to use twice a day, and that's this Smooth and Firm Eye Repair Gel that Laura is living in. And it's the best. It's
The
so,
best.
I mean, it smells fresh. It feels fresh. You can put this in the fridge and put it on cold. So use your ring finger. Okay, your ring finger is the weakest one. And you're just gonna pat, pat, pat underneath, but keep going. Go all the way off to the sides. Go above and up on your eyebrow. If you have any patchy spots on your eyebrows, put it on your eyebrow. Aloe vera promotes hair growth, and you can put it on your eyelashes. So this product is really multifunctional. Also a hack for this, it's really good for any kind of burning or inflamed skin. That green color comes from cucumber. You know how they put the cucumbers on your eyes at the spa or in the movies? They put the cucumbers on the eyes.
Yeah.
They promote circulation and they're anti-inflammatory. They actually serve a purpose.
It's great for
So
bug bites.
great for bug bites, great for rashes. My son would get eczema patches when I ate eggs breastfeeding. He would react when I ate the eggs because I was breastfeeding him, and I would put this on his eczema patches, and the redness would go down. You know, you could just tell he was more comfortable. Those 4 products, twice a day, every day, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
But really. So I told you I was going to save the best for last. This is the Rejuvenating Facial Peel. This is what made me a Labriever, a Labri believer. I've never experienced a product like this anywhere on the skincare market. If you guys remember, I have rosacea, I have eczema, I have very, very sensitive skin. And this is an exfoliator in gel form. Like, most exfoliators have some kind of beads or grittiness or abrasiveness. This is a gel. It's gentle. You can use this on baby's cradle cap. You can use this on feet. You can use this on psoriasis scabs. It will only remove the dead skin and it will leave the healthy skin cells intact. So what you do is you get just a little bit, a pea-size amount, and you spread it on your skin in a thin layer. And you let it sit there for about a minute. You're gonna apply this on dry skin with dry fingertips. The best time to do this is first thing in the morning. Like, get out of bed, walk to the bathroom, put the peel on. It only sits for a minute. And then after a minute, you're gonna rub in a circular motion and you'll feel the gel turn from a gel texture into a watery texture. And all of these little beads, can you see those beads? These
Yeah.
beads will start to form. They weren't there before. What do you think the beads are?
They're your dead skin cells.
They're your dead skin cells. So, and that's why I saved this one for last, because it's like magic. It happens right in front of you. So it smells like a dreamsicle. It has pineapple, unripened papaya. It has grapefruit, orange, lemon. It has all these beautiful citrus ingredients, and they serve a purpose. So I told you earlier, Labri's products don't have any fillers. Like, if there's an ingredient in there, it serves a purpose. The unripened papaya, that's what removes the dead skin cells. So has anybody heard of chemical peels or had a chemical peel? Okay.
No.
Chemical peels they're using synthetic enzymes to lift away the dead skin cells. This is using fruit enzymes.
But doesn't a chemical peel takes your good skin too? It takes
Well, and that's
the
the
whole
thing
top
with
layer off.
that's the thing with synthetic versus natural, is the synthetic enzymes don't really know when to stop. The natural enzymes don't negatively affect the intact healthy skin cells. And in fact, this is hydrating. So if you have extra dry skin, this is not going to leave you feeling like your skin is very, very dry. So those are my 5 basic steps. I use the 4 steps I showed you, the Trio and the eye gel. I use that twice a day, and I use the peel 2 to 3 days a week when I remember. We are a little bit ahead of schedule, so I would love to take questions now. Do you have another product that you want to know? Like, when do I use this? Do you want me to talk about another product?
Facial mask or the gold.
This one?
Yeah.
So mine's almost empty. Do you see that? Okay,
Yeah.
so this, who has this? I'm just gonna show hands. Okay,
Yeah,
we
I
know
do.
what's up. So this is our No-Tox Botox, or our liquid gold, or our, facelift in a bottle. It has a lot of nicknames, but this is gonna be used the opposite of the peel. So the peel is first thing in the morning. I love to use the mask at night. And it tells you how to use it on the back. So if you get off this call and you're like, what the heck did Melissa say? That's fine. It's on the back of the bottle. You just got to get a magnifying glass out. 2 to 3 times a week after cleansing. That's why I like to do it at night. Apply with your fingertips in an upward motion to face and throat. Don't forget about your neck. Avoid your eye area, and the only reason you want to avoid the eye area is you don't want to pull on that delicate skin. It's already overworked as it is. And you let it sit for 10 minutes. I take mine off faster than that because it gets really intense. If you have really dry skin, like if you're hypothyroid or have a very dry skin condition, put a layer of, I don't have it in here. Yes, I do. Put a layer of aloe jelly on first and then put the mask on, and that will help your skin not get dried out or overworked.
Great tip. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, before you put that facial mask on. So
That's
don't
my favorite product, by the way, like my absolute favorite. My love it.
could live in it.
And yeah, it's definitely liquid gold.
You
Yeah,
just
love
don't use them on the same day. So like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. At the very, that would be a lot. I've put this on my tummy before. I've put this on my underarms before. I mean,
Get out.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So
Okay, I love how you come up with so many creative ways to use the product.
So this works, it's like a workout, so it's cumulative. If you do push-ups every day, you will have stronger muscles. If you do this facelift 2 to 3 times a week, it's actually pulling and tightening your facial muscles. That's why we call it No-Tox Botox. Botox is a neurotoxin that relaxes your muscles. This is like a workout for your muscles, so it's a healthy version. And they'll actually be stronger over time. So the more you use it, the better it works. Mom, did you have a question?
I did. So I know you don't want to put, this is an anti-aging question. Is that okay?
Yeah. Does
So I
anybody
know
else
you-
have questions about the facial mask before?
Oh,
we
so
talk?
I use it on my chest.
Yeah.
Because I actually have damage on my chest from, being sunburned for so many years.
Yeah.
And so your lovely mom is in the process of helping me get rid of my sunspots here and here on my face.
Yeah.
I use it on the back of my hands.
Yeah.
Because I also have sun damage on the back of my hands, and I am getting older, so I'm getting the sunspots there too. So I use it there and my chest. And one of my girlfriends always said, your chest is part of your face. Anything above your boobs is part of your face.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I would recommend just washing from here to here.
She does.
So she just said that I need the Time Erase. And Regina also told me that I should use Time Erase for my sunspots. We just haven't got to that point yet to buy some.
Yeah.
Because I bought enough stuff.
Writing it down right now, wish list. So I think Time Erase is a really good additive to using the peel, the mask, and then the Time Erase for noticeable age spots. And
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to talk about was
I
Time
haven't
Erase.
tried to balance those anymore. That was precarious. So these are serums, and most of you have either seen these in the catalog or heard of them. Time Erase works like time released sandpaper. It actually has AHA in it, which is a popular dermatologist recommended ingredient. It will help sunspots. It will help texture. It will help pore size appearance. Just keep in mind, you know, I had somebody today, they said, Melissa, I've been using these products a month and a half and my sunspots aren't gone. And I said, well, how long did it take for those sunspots to get there?
15 years.
Yeah, because I do use the Time Erase, but your
Yeah,
mom told me
so-
to use something else with the Time Erase.
So
And I
this,
can't remember which it was.
I don't want you to overwork your skin, right? Because if you just throw everything at it, it's going to shut down. Like, keep in mind, it can only do so much. Just like you can only do so much. If you want to run a marathon, you're not going to go out and run a marathon every single day because you can't keep up with it. Don't try to have a 20-piece regimen because you'll fall off or your skin will be like, I don't know what's happening. But if you use this, I want you to use it after your freshener. So cleanser, freshener, specialty treatment.
5 minutes, leave it on.
Any of the serums. Cleanser, freshener, specialty treatment. The Time Erase has very specific instructions on the back, and it does want you to wait 5 minutes before you put on a moisturizer just to let it do its thing. And you're going to start out slow. You're going to use it once a day, and then after a week, bump up to twice a day. If you have active acne or rosacea, please don't use this because your skin will not be ready. Your acid mantle won't be ready.
That's what I
So-
was going to ask you. Okay.
Yeah, like if I have rosacea, I don't, because I get rosacea when I eat pizza or when I eat dairy or when I have rosacea a lot. But my question about the Time Erase, gotta quit eating this stuff. It's kind of like my neighbor's dog's barking collar. If my face started barking at me and going, time I eat pizza, maybe I wouldn't do that. So I know I can use the Time Erase with the Dermaplex, and I know I can use the Time Erase with the MaxiFirm. I don't use the Dermaplex and the MaxiFirm together.
Yeah, so this was the Time Erase. It's kind of like a milky gray. This is the Dermaplex. It's very clear. You can see straight through it. And it says it on there, Dermaplex. Dermaplex is for relaxing. This will relax deep set expression lines in the forehead, between the eyebrows, and around the mouth. Now think about like smile lines, surprised lines, angry lines, expression lines for Dermaplex A, line reversal peptide. It's got a very long name.
For lips too, Mel?
Deep set expression lines. So these are lines that not when you're making the expression, like if I go like this, you can see all my lines. If I let go, they're not there. They're not deep set lines.
But if you have deep lines like smoker line or straw lines and they're deep.
I'm going to use Time Erase, that first one, on lines that are starting, texture that is there, discoloration that's there. Dermaplex is going to relax deep set expression lines. So if you're just looking in the mirror and you see an 11 or 1, some people have both or 1, Dermaplex. If you are sitting there still and you see or feel lines, Dermaplex. Around the mouth creases, Dermaplex, and it will relax those deep, right here too, deep set expression lines.
Yeah, like
MaxiFirm firms, it pulls everything together. So you will not use these together because one relaxes and one firms. They're just going to cancel each other out. You can use one for a month and then another one for a month. You can use one on certain areas of your face and one on other areas of your face. I like Time Erase all over. So Time Erase is kind of my go-to for like, I haven't tried a serum yet. I kind of want to tackle more than one thing. And then the other 2 serums are for very targeted areas, just your forehead. The MaxiFirm is really good for jowls right down here. I don't like to say that word for whatever reason, jowls, or any sagginess in the cheeks. This is for loss of elasticity. So I've even seen people put this on their tummies or on their
Put it here.
underarms. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because this will improve elasticity. And this product, right on the back, it says for what's it say? Individuals 35 years or older. So this one has an age recommendation. The other two don't have an age recommendation because our
Melissa.
elasticity starts breaking down around 35. Yes, Sandy.
Can I just give like a little shout out to the product? Because
Yeah.
like I'm gonna be getting another one really soon. Like this is what I
You're
currently
almost
have
out.
right
What mine
now.
looks like.
Yeah, look how like I mean, I'm not sure when I bought it. I know it's been several months, but I use this every single day.
Popular.
When I first got it, I did start slow. I started just using it once, and now I'm using it twice a day. I know exactly what you were talking about when you said jowls.
Mhm.
I do have that, you know, and I don't have it as much though, or it's not as noticeable. It's definitely tightening. I still have right here when I relax, just some baseline still, but it's definitely improved. It's not as deep. It feels tighter. It feels, I mean, and I like to use it especially because of the facial mask. It's like I said, my number one. So it's already pulling and giving me the tightness. And this one kind of just backs up the facial mask for me personally. It kind of just makes me feel like I'm supporting everything else. It feels like I'm, adding to and keeping up with it. It feels good going on. I really like the way it feels on my skin. It's very lightweight. It's very airy. It's easy to apply like all of the other products. I'm just glad about it though, because I have, you know how they say you start looking like your dog? my puppy is a pit bull terrier mix, and she has the jowls. And as soon as she came into my life, that's when the jowls came in. Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
I was like, what is up? So like, okay, I'm not blaming my dog, but like
Brandy is shaking her head down there like, no, you didn't.
but for real, I am loving this one. So
But she would use Dermaplex here.
I was going to ask, is you said you can interchange perhaps every other month, you say?
Yeah, and this
Okay,
one's
so
going to be for loose skin that's losing elasticity, and then the Dermaplex is going to be for skin that has the deep set lines. So
okay, then I guess
you
I'm
don't
ready
want to
for that.
relax
I'm
anything that,
45, by the way,
yeah.
in case anybody wanted to know.
These are really, really good together. This is our neck firming cream and Maxi Firm.
Okay.
Always
Okay.
use the thinnest product first. So serum and then cream, or serum and then moisturizer, eye gel and then eye cream, like thinnest product first. You can put the eye cream anywhere, or neck cream anywhere. It doesn't have to just go on your neck. So
I put that here too, and here on my belly.
Belly, arms. This is
Love
a
it.
really cool thing that some other consultants figured out. So you can put the neck cream up here on your eyes, and it will lift your eyes. This neck firming cream is no joke, and you can put it here if you want to lift here. I mean, this stuff is really, really good. I wanted to show you that, and then I mentioned briefly the eye cream versus the eye gel, and this is a very frequently asked question, and we're almost out of time. Puffiness and dark circles, hydration. You can use this one in the morning and this one at night, or you can layer them and do morning and night. It just depends on your eye goals. And remember, your skin is an organ. It's trying to tell you something. If you have sunkenness like I do around your eyes, or you have dark circles around your eyes, you have a kidney or a thyroid imbalance. And it might be temporary, it might be chronic. But if you have any kind of darkness or sunkenness under your eyes, keep an eye on your kidneys and your thyroid.
Because our body talks to us through our
talks to us. That's right. So I had a word scramble for us, but we've been learning. So this is what can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So this is what we talked about: twice a day, every day, forever and ever. Amen. You guys
Amen.
missed it. Forever and ever. Amen. So twice a day, every day. This is the peel that I showed you guys. And this is another scrub that we have that's also an exfoliator. It's got that gritty texture that some people just love. This 4-piece plus peel, this is the same thing, except they switched out the eye gel for the eye cream. This is our anti-aging set. So basic 1, basic 2, intense, because it's got the intense eye repair. And then you've got your anti-aging. So your anti-aging has any trio that you need. So the trios change depending on if you're dry, oily, combination, blemish prone, gentle, whatever. And then this one's got all those specialty products we talked about, the neck cream, the facial mask. It has the eye cream versus the eye gel. And it has this coffee and berry night treatment that is the best antioxidant product I've ever tried. Antioxidants fight free radicals. Free radicals damage, break down, age our cells. So the top 3 free radical that damage us are the sun, smoke, and sugar. And many of us are consuming sugar on a daily basis, and we're in the sun on a daily basis, and maybe we're exposed to smoke somehow. Antioxidants are so important for reversing cell damage, cell aging. Aging is really just damage to our cells. So this kit right here, 99 bucks. This kit right here, 117. This one's a couple bucks more, 119, because it's just switching out the eye products. This is 8 products for 224. Unheard of. You cannot get 8 high quality skincare products that last you for 6 months anywhere. It comes with the free bag. All of these comes with the cleansing sponge. You can also add a serum for half off or more than half off. They're $19.50, and these serums range from like 45 to 38, so about half off. If you like it, like this, our prices, you cannot beat our prices. We also have some sales going on. This one expired, ignore that, but all of our makeup's on sale. And we have these beautiful makeup collections where it tells you how to apply the look. So you can apply it step by step. Sorry, hun, did you have a question? I muted you. You can unmute if you had a question. No? Yes?
No.
No, okay, that's okay. If you love these products, you can buy them retail, or you can host something like this and invite your friends. And if your friends order, you can get hundreds and hundreds of dollars of free stuff. This was actually Sandy's, and Sandy's on this call right now. She paid 60 bucks and she got $260 worth of stuff for free. So she got the free serum, she got the makeup, she got a $100 credit. And this is easy to do, you guys. It's already been an hour. The time goes so fast. And we didn't even do Zoom. Sandy and I, we just shared with some friends, and I made her a link, and it was really, really, really easy. Now, if you don't just like it, you don't just love it, you gotta have it. Like, you want all of it. That 5-piece I showed you tonight, that's $117.50. There is a way to get those 5 pieces plus 6 more products: cleanser, freshener, moisturizer, eye gel, facial peel, facial mask, aloe jelly, scrub, body butter, body lotion, body wash, and close to 100 samples for $99. And the reason, I'll let that sink in for a second. 5 for $117, 11 for $99. The reason this is because this is retail price. This is consultant price. This is what we call a starter kit. When you buy this starter kit, you're like unlocking the key to all these other benefits. You unlock a 30% discount. You have your own website with expedited shipping, so you can order anytime you want from your own website. And you have the opportunity to share with other people. You don't have to. There's no quotas. There's no minimums. They don't like cancel your account, cancel your discount if you don't sell anything. But you do pay $7.95 a month, and that keeps your discount active. You wake up one day and you're like, man, I just cannot afford $8 a month, and I want to pay full price for these products. You send an email and you get reassigned as a customer, and you can always rejoin with this starter kit 6 months or more into the future. I can tell you that I signed up for the discount. 4.5 years ago, if you guys remember, I went to my aunt's house. I said, what can I do? I bought that $99 kit and I did nothing with these products. I shared with my mom and like my best friend, and they would order from my website, but like I wasn't actively talking about it. That wasn't, I bought my starter kit, and 2 weeks later, and I know this is past time, so if you have to go, I totally respect that. 2 weeks after I bought my starter kit, I found out I was pregnant. In 2016, I got pregnant, got engaged, got married in a courthouse, left my career as a teacher, packed up my classroom, 8 months pregnant. I only ever wanted to be a teacher, had my baby. And by the end of the year, Christmas time again, I had a 2-month-old. We were moving again. Our apartment had mold. And Ryan said no when I asked to, spend a little bit of extra money, $200 on this better apartment with a side yard. And it dawned on me, like, I'm already a consultant for something I love. I already have a website. My friends like it, like it's proven that people like this stuff. I'm gonna run a business. So that was 3.5 years ago, and I get to stay home with my kids. I'm never gonna work for anybody else ever again. My husband and I went on a free, fully paid, all-inclusive, adult-only 7-day, did I say that already? 7-day vacation to Jamaica. LeBri gives free vacations, and I have a free car. So when you get to an executive level, it only took me 7 months. I was able to get the car. Anybody can earn the free vacation. This year, we're earning a trip to Cap Cana, Dominican Republic at a Secrets resort. If you've ever been to a Secrets resort.
I've been there and it's
Oh my God,
amazing.
it's amazing.
Ugh.
So anybody can earn the free trips. Like, you don't have to have a title. You just have to share the products. And you unlock all of that if you get the $99 deal. If you're not ready, you can get, retail. I'm here for questions. I am gonna pick this raffle winner after the call because we are past time. But if you're still here and you still have questions, I've
Quick
got
questions. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So I was recommended to use back to the what was it? The time erase. I'm sorry. Back to the time erase. My husband, we were using it one night and then we woke up the next day and there was redness on his cheeks. Now, is that normal for?
What else was he using?
I know that night we
The
have
oil control.
that's right, oil control. Yes.
But was he using anything else besides LeBri?
No.
Okay. So oil control, or by Jessica, oil control and time erase. Was it the first time he had ever used it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So
it
he's not ready. So if there's ever redness, it's just the pH got altered too quickly.
That's what. Okay.
Yeah. So just let his acid mantle just get stronger and stronger. Maybe try in 2 to 3 weeks. Is he very, very oily? Is that why he's?
Yes, very oily, scars, acne scars. And that's what we were trying to get the treatment for.
Aloe jelly?
Do what? I'm sorry?
Is he using the aloe jelly?
Yes.
Okay.
Right afterward, yes.
Okay. So I would do just oil control, aloe jelly, and has he tried the clay mask yet?
Yes, we did try that and he loved it.
Okay.
So
But
yeah.
no freshener, right, Melissa? Like in the beginning, no freshener and no time erase until your acid mantle calms down.
Yeah, so I would prescribe, I mean, not that we prescribe things, but for him, I would do the oil control and the aloe jelly and then do the clay mask every now and then. Some people actually put the clay mask on and go to sleep in it. If they're excessively oily, that will help with oil control. So if he feels comfortable doing that, he can do that. But I would wait maybe 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks for the time erase.
Okay, we'll do that.
And if it's red again, just Desiree, you're helping.
Yes.
Yeah, just let Desiree know, and we can figure out next steps.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you for asking. Anybody else have questions?
Lucy, do you have any questions? No.
I wanted to mention one thing that we didn't talk about on the mask that I use it quite often for, and that's for blemishes.
Yeah.
Son is a teenager. I am not big on needing to use Clearaway because we use that mask and literally put it with a Q-tip and put spot treatment, and he sleeps with it overnight. The next morning, 9 times out of 10, usually that blemish is gone.
I
Yeah,
think you have to have the right kind of blemish, and you got to catch it the first day. Because if it's, I know if I have a red spot, it's gone within hours. So that's inflammation pimple. But if it's a blackhead,
If it's a clogged pore, you're gonna have to exfoliate somehow. So peel.
clay mask, yeah.
Yeah.
And then do the dotting. Like I had one this morning and I immediately took the Q-tip, and all day long I left it there, and then I just did the mask, and now it's gone.
Well, and like with Brandy's son, most
white-
adolescents, their blemishes are hormone related. Maybe because of their food, but maybe not. They're just, their bodies are changing, and it's mostly inflammation. So whiteheads and blackheads are oil, and redheads. I mean, people don't call them that, but the red ones are inflammation. So aloe's an anti-inflammatory. Cucumber's an anti-inflammatory. Labri full of anti-inflammatories.
Sugar and dairy and wheat are not our friends.
Sugar and dairy and wheat are not our friends, no.
I have a question about the antioxidant night repair.
Okay.
I thought in one of your morning lives, I thought I heard you say if your skin's super oily, you don't recommend it. I could have been dreaming or imagining it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, one concern at a time. So if your skin, again, you don't want to overwork it. So if your skin is very oily, this is not going to be effective because there's an extra layer there going on. So this isn't going to do what it needs to do. Now, if you were oily, then you can proceed and use this. But if you want to work on oil control first and then use this later, you can do that. I also want to tell you guys, this will change colors. So different batches will be different colors, and the longer you have it open, it will change colors because it's full of berries, and the berries, depending on what season they were planted, when they were harvested, it'll be darker or lighter, and then they'll oxidize while it's open. So if you don't use this for a while and you're like, it got darker, it's not a bad thing. It just happens.
It says not to use moisturizer, that you don't need to, but if you want to, you can.
You could if you want to. So yeah, you're going to put it on, as the same step as the moisturizer, and then wait for a while, 15, 20 minutes. And if you're like, oh, my skin feels dry, it feels tight, you can put on some moisturizer before you go to bed, but you don't have to if you don't feel dry.
Just don't use that while I'm using my oil control set. If I'm using my deep pore, it's fine.
Yeah, feel it out. If you feel extra oily, then just don't use it. Because you said this earlier, our skin is changing. So different times of year, we might be dealing with different concerns. So yeah, that's a good rule of thumb. Use it when you're using the deep pore
It's just
set.
like one of the only products I haven't been able to use yet.
Yeah, I know. Are you doing the clay mask?
Yeah.
Are you sleeping in it?
No.
Yeah, it's weird. You have to, you lay a towel down. it dries, and then when you
so dry. I had it on for like an hour today, and I didn't even realize I had it on. I totally forgot. And then I looked in the mirror and I went, wow, I look like I've got that white powder French look from the 1700s.
Yeah. Does anybody know when and how to use this? I know we're way over time.
Just pour it on.
Just pour it on.
I just put drops. I put directly in my face.
So after your routine, you've done everything. You've done all the steps. Your moisturizer's on and everything. It comes in this little glass dropper. I can't open it because my finger is bandaged. And my left hand is useless.
That's
I never realized how weak my left hand was until I had to use my left hand for everything. So it comes with this glass dropper, and it's just like one little drop per area, and then you can just rub it in, or you can do one big drop and spread it around.
What about putting it in your moisturizer?
No, you want to apply it on top. So this is a moisture booster. You want to let your moisturizer do what it does, and then put this on top, and it'll help soak it in more.
Okay.
You can use this on your lips too, and it will plump and hydrate your lips. I'll show you.
Maybe
this.
Lucy should try this. Lucy, watch this.
So are the directions on the bottle wrong? Because it says you can blend it with your moisturizer and then put it on.
I'm telling you an inside secret. It's
Okay.
better. It's better if you put it on top.
Gotcha.
Should we do it in the morning or at night?
Both. Both. So this is
So over the night treatment, Mel?
oh, that's true. If you're using the night treatment, I don't know the answer to that. That's a good question.
I do. I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah, I don't see a problem either. But
I do too. I put it on at night.
okay.
But I also put the moisturizer on after because like I try to wait and it's probably mind over matter and then I put the moisturizer on.
Yeah. So,
Okay, so show us the lip
yeah,
plump.
a little bit of intense moisture cream, a little bit of hyaluronic acid, mix it together, and you just pat it.
Takes the wrinkles out of your lips. I like that. Lucy's gonna go on the outside. Lucy's working the fine lines around the lips like from straws.
So this is actually the moisturizer that I use twice a day. It's the Intense Moisture Cream. It comes in our extra dry set. On my live videos, I use the Gentle, and then sometimes afterwards I put more of this on top. This is full of antioxidants, super antioxidant complex. See that microscopic lettering at the bottom?
Do you think that'll help with my rosacea a little more, Melissa? Maybe I should use that more often because I only use it like once a week because I like the pump and I don't like
I don't like dipping my finger in there either. I use my knuckle.
I got Lucy a spatula I'm going to put
Mom,
in the
do
mail.
you like my nail color?
I love your nail. I've already wrote it down, nails. I hate the color. Yeah, so that's the only reason I don't use that. Like the neck cream, I've been using the spatula because I have the long nails. I don't like to stick my finger in there.
Yeah.
So maybe if I use that, that will help with my rosacea some more. The pizza and the cheese are the problem, but
pizza and the cheese are the problem. And I had wine tonight, so I'm definitely warm. My face is warm.
Okay, let's be honest. What time did you order pizza last night, Mama?
you know well aware what time I ordered.
I
the
know.
Laura was on the phone. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna hop off unless anybody has some last minute questions. But I think we're all friends on Facebook, and if we're not, we can be connected. And I hope you guys learned something new tonight, if not more than one thing. And thank you for being here.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.